Everyone, this video is going to show you how to replace a faulty motor on an LG. The model of the LG is this one here, TDV75120E, 7.5 kg. It's a tumble dryer. We're going to replace a motor on this machine. What you want to do is to switch off and unplug the machine. Switch off and take off the plug. Now the second thing you want to do is turn the machine, the chimney, then unscrew all the screws. These screws here. We're gonna go through that step by step. Now to remove the chimney, you have to pull it out. So you pull it out from here and off it goes. Now in here there should be a lot of dirt if yours is not clean. Sometimes there's a lot of dirt in there. So the next thing you want to do is remove the screws, which is these ones. You're going to unscrew them one by one all the way down. This one, and you must be careful not to remove these screws here, just the ones that are attaching to the side panel. Remove the screws from this screw at the back and on the side. There's a lot of light coming in here, the sun, so it's another screw here. Basically the screws I'm talking about are the ones that are holding the top panel. So it's one on your left and one on your right. And then make sure that you don't mix up the screws because they are not of the same size. And you have to, now after the screws are out, you push this panel forward and lift it out like so, and then it is out. This is how it looks like inside. So the next thing is to remove the side panels. The side panel on the left hand side of the machine, if you are facing the machine this way, this panel has to be taken out. So the screws here and here have to go out, including the screws at the back that are holding this panel, because this panel is going to be out, which is this side. Out. Now we're going to take out this panel out, and now I'm going to just remove it from here and lift it just a bit, not lift it but take it out from this side out. So make sure all the screws are out from the back. Now take it out. It goes, and there is how it looks like inside. That's your motor. Don't touch any parts in here. This is your capacitor. Even after the power is off, it will shock you. This is the motor that we want to replace. So basically you want to discharge the capacitor, but you rather do not discharge the capacitor because it might explode. So you just want to unplug it. Okay, this is a closer look at the capacitor. I'm videotaping with a cell phone, so it's difficult for me to just indicate this. But I just took out this two out of this capacitor. So do not touch these two terminals. So you just pull them both out. Now you want to unplug the motor. It has a spring, so what you want to do is push the motor in a clockwise direction, which loosens out the belt. So as you are pulling the motor, you take it out and gently put the motor back. So this is out. Now on the motor, you pull out, you hold it tightly and you pull out this panel, this connector here. Now it's out. Now in taking out this motor, the challenge is taking out these screws. These screws, this is a cover that covers the fan that goes with this motor. So now you want to take out all these screws. Now these ones that are in front are much more easier to take out. Now the problem is taking those two out, this one and that one. As you can see, mine, I've already taken them out, trying to figure out how to actually take them out. So now what you will need to do, I don't know how you're gonna have to get a plier like that and then hold a star screwdriver or a flat. I'm using this star, and then I just went in there and tried to basically check it out. But if you find that there is a better method, please post it here to let others know how you can take these screws much more easier. As I said, mine, I've already hustled to really make them loose, and they are all out. Once you've figured out how to take those two out, you can lift this out, and it has a sort of a grabbing latch right there. So you're gonna have to push it away, or you're gonna, even if you lift it gently, it will snap out. Lift, pull forward, and now you have the exposure to the motor. Mine is it's faulty. It is switching on, but at first it was just spinning, stopping, spinning and stopping, and then eventually it stopped to spin. So right now I wanna replace it completely. I'm gonna take it out now. Okay, now you need to remove these two screws, this one and that one. So I'm gonna go right in there and remove these two screws. Out. And this one is out too. Now you put them in a safe place. Okay, now this spring needs to go out. Okay, now we're gonna need to remove this spring. Now the best way to remove it that I have come up with is to have a pliers like that and try to bend it. There we go. You just go like that, and that will be out. And then this bracket here, this bracket, you're gonna have to pull it like you pull it backwards like that. sort of slide, it shifts like that. And now the motor is out. Now this culprit doesn't want to spin anymore. We're gonna replace that with a new one. Now this is the new motor that I bought. That's a brand new one, yeah. Make sure that you don't hold it like me. You firmly hold it. That's, you can see, a brand new one. I bought this one from LG. It is branded LG Electronics because I wanted to get a genuine one for this machine. Now, right in here there is dirt that needs to be vacuumed with a vacuum cleaner. The dirt goes all the way, even in the front here. I'm sure you can be able to see it. You'll be able to see it down there, inside here. This will need to be cleaned. You can use a vacuum cleaner. Now we're gonna vacuum this chamber here, and the dirt actually goes inside of here. The dirt that you see in the front, it goes into this channel here, and also in here you want to make sure that it is clean. You want to also vacuum this area here, make sure that it's clean. So it's this part there, channel there, and inside here you just want to make sure that it's clean. Okay. So what I was doing just now, I was just pushing the dirt out with just a hanger, just to push it from left to right, like so. But this is not the correct way of doing it. I don't know how you can actually get to this dirt, but you can actually disassemble the whole entire machine to get to this dirt, and that is not what I want to do. I just want to push it to that side so I can just suck it from the back side. So just moving it from the left to the right, where it gets closer to the hole on this side. Now it's closer to this hole, as you can see there, because of pushing it. Now it's there, so it's much more easier to suck it out now. Suction machine. Okay, now I'm gonna try to blow that channel again with the vacuum cleaner. I'm using the blower. From the motor that you took out, we're gonna take out this bracket and its parts here. Now you see there. So these are just the parts that go together with that. We're gonna put these in the new motor. this is the new motor. So this is gonna fit in here. So later on we're gonna fit them in there, but for now we wanna first remove this fan from the old motor and put it into the new motor. So basically what we're gonna do is, see how they look. We're gonna remove the fan at the back and put it into this new motor here. Now when you remove this motor here to fit it into the new one, you're gonna also remove this rubber band here. See this, the whole system has to get out. So you need a set of pliers to unscrew this. Now to remove that, you're gonna need a, I don't know, you can try with the pliers, but this is pretty stiff. So the right equipment to use is this, a ratchet, and you put one there like so, and you go in there. Okay, now this, it is so tight that you're gonna need, while you are winding it from this side, you're gonna need to hold this not to turn on the other side. So the way I did it is, you use these pliers, you grab it from this side so that it does not turn, and then from this end you put your ratchet in and you push it forward. So that's the only way you're gonna get this thing out of you. Well, you might get it out in another way, but this is the best way you can actually get it out. Now it's loose, so I can just wind it out, and that is out. And you take your wheel, I don't know what they call this, and then you take this rubber look-alike thing out, and we put it onto the new motor. Okay, now this is the new motor. We put back this rubber in, and we want to put back the fan. You might want to clean your fan. I didn't clean mine thoroughly, because that's what actually holds the, once that goes into the motor, this motor starts misbehaving. So you just want to blow it and clean this out thoroughly. Okay, so now you're gonna have to fasten it. Now if you grab it from this end, what happens is going to scratch out this nice metal coating that they have put in. So my suggestion is to use a cloth and put it there and grab it like that, and start to tighten it on this side. Okay, the best way to make sure that this is tightened, because it has to be very strong and tight, this nut, you're gonna have to hold this and maybe tighten it. You can, because I try to grab it from this side with pliers, but what happens is that it's gonna scratch out the coating on the side. So the best way is to just try to tighten it from this end while holding the fan and trying to not to break the fan. Okay, now you put back, after you've put in the fan, you put back this, including its rubber band, into this holder, and now we're ready to put back the motor back into the machine. Okay, now you gotta make sure that you slide the motor, you align the motor and slide this thing inwards. Now that motor looks like it's on the right level. Okay, now we're gonna put back the spring into the motor after you've put the motor in place. This, you wind it until you find the hole for the spring. Where the spring is supposed to get in. Now you put back the spring. You just want to make sure that it's on the right side. It should be on the right side. Okay. Be straight. Your belt has to be very straight and follow the ridges that you found originally. You know, make sure the belt is straight. Now, once you've aligned your belt all the way to the top and bottom, now you can go ahead and put in this back. Now, okay, now putting back the belt, you're gonna have to first move this forward and hold it like that, and then this side in and this side comes right in there. You make sure that it's aligned with the grooves of the grooves are spinning correctly with the ridges of the belt. Now you want to adjust your belt as well to make sure that it is centered correctly, and just slowly spin the drum while busy checking that this belt is on the correct position as you found it to be. You just want to adjust it correctly. Now, a good practice is to first put the screws in always. I did not do that first, but I'm going to put the 2 screws that were in here, and that is the first step before you actually put in the belt, because it makes sure that you are locked in properly. But in this case, looks like everything is going according to plan. Put back the screws that you found in here, that one and this one here. You gotta put them back in. That one is in, and that one is in too. Now, okay, put back the capacitor cables as you found them to be. one there and that one there. They have to be the correct polarity, but in this case, because it's okay, but just make sure that you just put them in the order that you took them out, regardless of whether this is a polarity capacitor or not. Just put them back as you found them. And now we're gonna close this part. This has two clips back in there, and this has to go back in there. That thing. And now we need to close this. Oops. So you need to clamp when you put this cover in. Make sure that you clamp it there and it's firmly in, and put the screws on. Then you screw back all the screws. One is going to go in there, one is going to go in there, and the two difficult screws are these ones, especially this one. It's gonna be hard to reach, so you're gonna need a plan on how you're gonna screw it in. Let's first screw these two. Now my screwdriver cannot reach there. You need a smaller type of a screwdriver. I'm gonna try to use this small one. Just fit that in there and see if it's gonna work. So luckily for me, it does work for this screw. So it's tight, it worked. But now to reach this last screw, it's gonna be quite difficult even with this screwdriver. So what I will do is I'm going to try to use this as it is. So it is turning, and it is basically turning. Now it's tight. It is tight, but it's not quite tight as I want it to be. But I'm happy with the tightness of this screw in any case. So this is fine. So now that everything is locked in and it's put back to its original place, we are going to switch it on just to see if everything works before I just close the covers. I plugged it and on the button, choose any dial and start the machine. Voila! It works, no problem. My lights just went out. My flashlight, because my battery is running low, I'm shooting with a a cell phone, Samsung Note 3. That's what it's doing. Yeah, I don't want to keep it on for a long time because I don't have clothing inside there. So the machine works. So all there is left to do is to close the machine. Okay, now we're gonna put back the cover. I do apologize, the quality of the video at this level will be clear because of the lighting. I don't have lighting, so I'm using the light that is coming from the outside. So basically now what you want to do is, the best way to align it is to start at the bottom there. Right there at the bottom they are sort of pins, that the grooves that are going into the side panel. So you wanna align them. You can see them there, and then once they are in from the bottom, you just push it from this side, and then it's going to be the best way to put it back in. Now you can start screwing in all the screws back on the side panel. This video has a shadow because I don't have enough light in this room, so I've opened the door for the sun to provide the lighting, but not the best way to do lighting, but not. There we are. So now you're gonna be putting in the top of the washing machine, the dryer rather. Now when putting in the top, that is how you put it, and then you push it forward. So you align it and then you sort of push it forward from the back side. You just push it forward and it will align properly at the back, and then you put in the screws, one, and the second one goes in there once you've pushed it forward with a little bit of force. Now it's in place. Now we can apply the screws. I'm gonna put in the chimney like so at the back you won't be able to see it there, but it goes right to the back. And that should do it. It's more like it.